So I originally had another video I was going to make today, but I decided I'd make this one instead because I feel like this would help a lot of people. And in this video, I want to talk about things that you can do to be productive and to just keep busy, in a sense, during this pandemic. I wanted to make this video because, at first when all this started, it seemed kind of nice. You don't have any real responsibilities. You can do what you want, you can go at your own pace. But now that we've been in lockdown for quite some time, not everyone's doing well. They're very bored, they can't do anything. I remember after doing this for a week, someone was always busy. I remember joking around saying I need to build a new wall to look at because the four walls I'm looking at now I'm getting sick of looking at. But in all reality, I do feel this is a unique time, and I feel if you can use this time correctly, you can use it to become a better person and grow overall. So in saying that, there are 5 things I want to discuss in this video. And the first one that you can do during a pandemic is reaching out to old friends. I know in the past I have friends I haven't talked to in years, and I always mean to reach out to them. But I always get busy, I forget, or maybe they're busy, and it just never seems to click when it's supposed to. So now's a good time to reach out, call them or send them a text and ask them how they're doing. I'm sure they're not busy doing much on the weekends when they're not working or when they're not doing whatever they're doing. And you can FaceTime, I know I've been invited to several online poker tournaments, so you could do something along those lines. Just catching up with them is good. I feel like it's good because it'll reignite old friendships. And they could stick for a while. Who knows, when everything is blown over and when this has all subsided, maybe the friendship will stick. The second thing that you could do during this time is look into something that you always said you wanted to do or something you said you're going to do. And this can be done a number of different ways. One example could be if you want to go back to school or you want to go to school. I know I've worked with people in the past who have said for years, like, I'm going to go back to school, I'm going to go this year, this is the year I'm going to do it, and 5 years later they're still saying the same thing. So if you're in one of those people and you can admit yourself to one of those people, take advantage of this time to look into going back to school. Maybe look at what you want to do and look into schools that specialize in that. See if you can visit them when that's allowed again. See what your budget is for school. See how much the schools cost. Those are all great things you can look into during this time. Another thing you can look into is going on a vacation. You can plan that out. Say you want to go to Italy, but you can't go to Italy right now, or at least I would not be going to Italy. That's just me. I would not try to find a way around it. But you can look into how much it's going to cost, what you want to do there, all the things you need to figure out, and you can plan the whole trip right now. And it'll probably get you excited for when this is over because you'll have something to look forward to. The third thing that you can do during this time is get your finances in order. And this can really be done in a number of ways. So one way this can be done is if you have some sort of debt, whether it's a personal loan or it's credit card debt or if it's student loans, you can look into a plan to pay that off. And that might sound a little odd because you might be thinking, well, I have a plan, I just make the monthly payments and it'll be paid off by this time. But I'm sure if you ask 8 or 9 out of 10 people when you plan to have this paid off, they're going to say, I don't know, like they don't know. If you really look into it and play around with your target date, you could probably pay it off a lot sooner than you think. And I think that's the one thing people miss, they just don't have a plan. And if you can create a plan for this, then you'll have much more money a lot sooner. And then once you create that plan, you can think, what would I do with this money once I don't have to make this payment anymore? This could include investing it, this could include putting it towards savings. There's a number of things that you could think about doing with that money. Another way you can do this is by getting your finances in order. And this probably applies to those who are lucky enough to still have a job right now, or maybe those who are making some money off unemployment and their savings aren't as high as they'd like them to be. Now might be a good time to build that. And I say this because there's not a lot of ways to spend money because everything's closed. I'm sure some people will find ways to spend money and blow their budgets, but if you can stay in control, then now might be a good time to build it. So set a number you'd like to increase it to and see if you can reach it within the next couple months, because this could last for a little while longer. And then the last way I want to discuss getting your finances in order is planning out your retirement. And this might not seem that important to those in your 20s because you think it's that far away, or so far away rather, or you think I have this to pay off, or maybe you just don't care about that right now at this point in your life. But by establishing a target date, it'll make it more realistic. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to work forever. So by laying out a plan, that's going to help you get there a lot faster, I feel, than if you don't have a plan. Now, the fourth and fifth things are kind of tied together a little bit. The fourth thing is educating yourself. You can do this a number of ways. You can go on CNN, CNBC, Bloomberg, just read different articles. There's always tons of information on there. You can learn a lot about the world, a lot about business, a lot about really anything you want. You can also listen to books on Audible if there's any book you want to read, or if there's any book you want to look into, Audible will have it, most likely. You can order books on Amazon, but if you want to start it immediately, I don't know if I do this because Amazon is very backed up right now. I know I ordered a book not too long ago, and I'm still waiting for it to come in. It's been a few weeks. And the fifth and final thing that you can do during this time is learning a new skill. You can go on Udemy and you can buy courses for $10 to $20 that will give you hours of content. I mean, 30 hours. So I'd say a 30-hour course can keep you busy for a while. I think Udemy is better for if you have one specific skill you want to keen in on. So say you want to learn how to use Python. You can buy 30 hours of Python. There's a lot of courses like that. I think it might be better for a single specific skill. But say you want to broaden your skills a little bit, like you want to learn a little bit about cooking, you want to learn a little bit about finance, you want to learn a little bit about fitness, whatever you, say you have 5 things you want to learn about. I think Skillshare might be a little bit better because I feel like there's a lot, courses on there are a lot shorter, and I feel like it might just be a better fit. Skillshare, I believe, is $20 a month, but a lot of YouTubers are affiliated with Skillshare. So they do offer promotions, and you can get 2 free months of Skillshare. I signed up with Matt Diavella's link, and I have 2 free months of Skillshare, and I've just been going through different courses and things I'd like to learn. I really hope you found value in this video, and I hope you're able to do at least one of these things during this pandemic, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.